Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P4, thinking right out here in my lab. Why do what I do for you? I got a concept. Some people, I'm gonna get some slack about this one because everybody gonna think and feel different. Don't care. I'm just making a point. I'm not here to debate and argue. Okay, you can think and feel whatever you want. Please understand that. So let's talk about mental illness. Yeah, right there. Y'all talking about mental health and wellness. Oh, mental illness is a problem. Why? It's thinking dysfunctional behavior is normal. Well, what's dysfunctional behavior? Ding, 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 ding. A sign of what? Mental illness. I have a war. My war is against mental illness. And I got the cure. So let's talk about this mental illness thing. And I'll end up with the cure for you. Let's go. Rightism, 25 Rules of the Empire. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories about life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. Don't get offended. Just get the lesson. I'm here doing what I do for you. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You know what I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have to answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my be true. Right thinkers, P-Funk philosophy says mental illness is thinking dysfunctional behavior is normal. Now, I'm going to give you a few examples to state my case. Remember, I don't just sing it, I bring it. But I have a war against mental illness. And mental illness is thinking that dysfunction is normal. Again, I can't get past the concept. So let me see if I can break it down a little better. Mental illness is our number one problem. Lack of knowledge, lack of knowing. So, okay, but we don't think right. That's the first thing. We want to just believe. That's somebody who don't want to do their own homework. I don't want you to believe nothing I tell you. Okay? I want you to find out for yourself. That's why I'm just giving information. You can do with it what you want. I ain't asked you to believe it, don't believe it. If you're going to practice it, then you find out for yourself. Moving on. But mental illness is believing or thinking that the people in the Bible really existed. I had to throw that one in. Why? Stop! That's a sign of mental illness. Why? You refuse to believe the truth. You rather believe a lie. The truth frees you from that ignorant ass mentality. That's what's about this for most of y'all Christians and most of y'all belief system followers. Y'all hold yourself back with the nonsense of believing something that ain't real, but you just want to believe it. I don't give a damn. I want to know, and that's what I do. I teach you how to know for yourself. Why? Mental illness is ego tripping. Why? That means you edge God out of your life, and to me, that's crazy. If you're living wild and fancy free, don't mess with me. Why? You ain't got nothing about God in you. That's why. I know them kind of people, and I stay clear of them. Why? They got mental illness. They don't know that. I'm not a licensed psychiatrist, but I know mental illness when I see it. I know crazy when I see it. I got enough wherewithal to observe, see, and have my own understanding. Crazy. Yeah. Why? Just observe and listen. I can tell when you're talking to me if you know what the hell you're talking about within the first few seconds if you open your damn mouth. Moving on. You wonder why the conversation don't go far. Why? I ain't got time to listen to your nonsense. Moving on. Mental illness. I ain't crazy. I don't suffer from mental illness. Mental illness is not what? Knowing but believing you do until what? Find out on Judgment Day where you was wrong. Too late then. Scooby-Doo, roll. Yeah. Oh, but I thought they got the picture at Judgment Day when his heart go boom. Now I can explain. No need. Your heart says it all. No, you ain't got to say a word. That's why actions speak louder than words. At Judgment Day, words have no purpose. Actions what you're gonna be judged by. How you living. Mental illness is, again, I got one. This is my pet peeve. Thinking single parenting is normal. In the 60s, that white man separated the man from the household to raise his kids. They put him out and brought in welfare. And some women bought into that. They would rather have somebody give them free money than to deal with a man and do the thing they need to do. They rather sit home and do nothing. That would take the man out. Now, you got more single parenting than we can shake a stick at. And they wonder how we get here. Yeah, you think? Come on, man. We mental illness. Again, I just fall back on that. I ain't got time to argue. We have parenting, not parents. Excuse me. We have parents, not parents. Okay, that's the woman, what? Doing all, she got impregnated herself. She didn't pregnant herself. She didn't get pregnant by herself. She ain't a vulture. I tell you about them. We know about them. But the man, what happens? He leaves. He leaves. Yeah, he planted the seed. He ain't got him. You got to be crazy. Again, that's the society we live in. So the woman get left holding the bag. I'm a street dude. Last thing you want to do is get left holding the bag. That means you got to pay the price. That means you're going down. You the one going to pay for every. Yeah. And y'all take it like troopers. I'm a single parent. I wasn't bragging about a single parent. I don't brag about it. But I was, why? Because me and his mother wasn't getting along. And I had to take care of my son. So I took control of the custody. We didn't go to court. We, as adults, we discussed it. We talked about it. She took the daughter. I took the son. We raised them. And that's all it was. So I'm not caught up on this single parenting nonsense. She was there a whole separate way. I just had control of him. Make sure he got to school. Make sure I took care of those things as the father. That's my job. I told her, let me do my job. And she did. And to this day, happy birthday. I respect the fact that she let me do that. A lot of women and men can't come to that agreement. And a lot of them don't work out. Mine, I stuck to it. And when he got to college, I rolled with her and she gave me my props as a father. I was so arrogant at that point. I don't need your damn approval. Why? I didn't be a good father because of you. I was a good father despite of you. Why? It had nothing to do with you. Me being a father got nothing to do with you. I want you to know that. But you gave me, if you'd have put me under support, that would have gave me hell. You didn't give me hell. You let me be a father to my son. I appreciate that. Moving on, us getting on, that's the last thing in my mind. I can care less about us. We got a child. I'm going to do my job. I don't want another man raising my child. That was my thing. I can't live with that one. Moving on. Some people ain't got a problem with that. I do. It's personal. But I was a single parent. I raised my son on them terms. Not because his mother wasn't there. No, I did my job and she let me do that. We broke up. Okay, we had a family. Okay, we didn't family party. We made a decision. I take the son, you take the daughter. That's how I became a single parent. Nothing against her at all. Ain't nothing to do with the mother. So again, we made the agreement and we lived by it. Moving on. That can happen 40-some years ago. All right, moving on. But now my son raised with me and his grandfather. Our job was to get him life lessons to make him a good man. He passed. Flying colors. The way he is now, perfect. If I had to change anything, it wouldn't be how I raised my son. Moving on. Okay, touchy. But men being dads is raising your son, not just paying child support to the mother. You ain't raising your kid. You just a damn father, a sperm donor. That's what they call y'all, sperm donors. If you ain't there raising me, to hell with you. And I agree 100%, young man, with that father who ain't there. Blast him. Blast him. Blast him. And continue to blast him. But don't be like him. Blast him by not being like him. Show him what a real man is that he didn't help you become. That's all. Make him regret that. Moving on. So don't get caught up in all that. No, just do you. All right. But I did what I thought was best for my son when I was raising him, to be a good man. But I had to show him what a good man looked like. I did all right doing about my son. Why? I showed him what he needed to be doing. I did it. Chaperone him everywhere he needed to go. Make sure he got what he needed in life. He didn't need for nothing. but he didn't give me problems. So it was a perfect match. Moving on. That ain't the norm, but I'm thankful for that. But mental illness is you being able to marry the same damn race. I can't get with that. I got a problem with that. I'm not homophobic or that nonsense. I'm an equal opportunist. Nature says that man and woman to be fruitful and multiply. That's how you continue life. I have a problem with same-sex parenting. Simple as that. I didn't know. No, I'll let you know where I stand. I'm not having two men. I got two daddies. I got two mommies. I don't give a damn. That's just wrong. It ain't natural. And to have a kid in that environment, you think he gonna grow up normal? And they ask the question, okay, y'all Hollywood people, you rich people, y'all kids is fucked up. All of them. Y'all didn't put out nothing worth nothing. Why? You too busy doing you. You let other people raise your kid. You the nannies and all that nonsense. We poor people, we ain't got that kind of opportunity. I gotta be in the same house with my son. I gotta make sure he in at curfew. I gotta make sure he doing homework. Excuse me. See, that's parenting. That's old school. Y'all got mental illness, but y'all don't see none of that. Y'all just want what you want. I want to be with a man. If you're a woman, that ain't the damn norm. Excuse me. Calm down. I got a problem with, you see, I got a problem with that. It's not, but that don't teach the child nothing. My son was raised by me. He knows his mother well. He didn't miss a damn thing from his mother. He never said, my mother wasn't around. He didn't have that mentality. We share it, the proper parenting. Why? Whenever she wanted to see him, she came to see him. They want to go see him, he go see her. What no? What? You know, that nonsense. We share parenting. I respect her for that to this day. Okay, that was the right way. I didn't do it my way. I did what I thought was right by my son. Be cordial to her. Don't get caught up in that nonsense. No, just raise my son. That's what we did. And I advocate that. Why? That's the way it worked. He ain't scorned by me and his mother having rips. He don't see none of that nonsense. And I heard he told me, Dad, I had to let Mom know. Don't do that. Why? He don't talk about you. He don't rag on you. So I'm glad he did that. Stood up for me. Yeah, Mom, stop. Why? He don't do that. He don't talk about you. So, and we had better parents who kept their kids on the straight and narrow. They would stop the nonsense. Simple. Dad, don't do that. Why? That's just wrong. If your child can't point out your wrong action, you a shitty parent. Excuse me. I'm an adult. I can do it. No, you showing me wrong. So that's my point with that. But if you got another man and it's a man, you got the wrong idea. You can't be straight. That's mental illness. I forgot the whole purpose. This is mental illness. Mental illness, thinking that's okay. That's my point. It ain't natural to me. To have a child deal with same-sex parents is not normal. I gotta move on and get past that and get back to the lesson. Man, that just sticks in my craw. And y'all think it's okay. They just flying around like it's cool. Mental illness, okay, is allowing same-sex marriages, two of the same people to raise a child. That's not normal. That's mental illness. If we can be fruitful and multiply through sexual connection, that means if two men, y'all can't produce life. Two women, y'all can't multiply. That makes no sense. So it ain't just me. It's just natural order thing. My common sense says that. So I can't do that. That makes no sense. Okay, first of all, it ain't natural. So I'll let that go. Again, form of mental illness. Another one is mental illness is accepting desires of the flesh as a way of life. Y'all let them get married. Y'all okaying it legally to do that. Mental illness. What the hell? Sorry. Mental illness. I forgot. This is the lesson. I keep getting caught up, and every time I get one, I can just go crazy with it. But let me stick to the lesson. Try to keep it close to the chest and make my point. Mental illness is allowing two people of the same sex to cohabitate. Moving on. I got a problem. Moving on. Mental illness is thinking social media gives a damn about you. Y'all live your life on this. I'm here teaching. I can't get 20 people to tune in my damn channel on a daily basis. But I see all this nonsense. Y'all just run up, ching. I'm not in competition. So if I was doing this for the money, I would be broke. Why? I don't make that. I ain't doing it for the money. That's another thing. Y'all doing it for the money. I'm not coming out here clowning myself and embarrassing myself for a few damn dollars. Are you crazy? Go hit the pole. Go hit the streets. You want to do that now? I sell drugs to make money. I had a job to make money. I'm here teaching a philosophy that I feel the need that should be put out there. It don't cost you nothing to tune in. Moving on, sorry about that. But mental illness is doing anything for a damn view on social media. To me, that's crazy. I've been watching for years now, and it's getting worse. It ain't getting better. More people are getting involved in that nonsense. But yeah, mental illness, again, let's do the lesson. My bad, I'm my personal feelings into this nonsense. Mental illness is growing, is this growing need to what? To be seen by people all over the world. I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Y'all go by how many people view, how many views I get. I check my views. I ain't changing nothing, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So that's the big difference. If I did it for the money, I'd be so frustrated, so messed up. I wouldn't be able to do nothing. But again, stick to the point, do my thing, and understand that this is different and everybody ain't with it. But I'm just expressing my feelings. Mental illness is a growing need. Oh, I did that one. Now, I'm part of social media. I'm doing it every day, okay? But I teach a philosophy, I think life lessons daily. I can't get 20 people, okay? My goal was for every hour, somebody watching my show. That means in 24 hours, I should at least have 24 views. But that's my scale. And I ain't come close. Okay, moving on. Some days are good, some days ain't even close. Moving on. But I put out what I call life lessons, my rightisms, to help stop the spread of the damn mental illness. But the few people I'm getting to, I ain't changing the big speeches. So again, AKA ignorant people. I'm trying to help us from being ignorant to having knowledge of self. And I'm fighting like the salmon. I'm going upstream. I'm struggling. All right, but I'm still fighting. All right, but mental illness is not knowing or not wanting to know, but just believe. So you don't what? You can't be taught the truth. If you hell bent on a lie that you just got to believe, the truth ain't gonna help you. Why? You ain't gonna recognize it. When the lie stole the truth clothes, everybody who saw the lie and truth clothes, they believed that was the truth. So when the naked truth come by, they go against him. Why? That's the truth right there. No, you again pay attention, understand the philosophy of life. Mental illness is believing and not knowing. If that's what you want to do life, then you crazy. You mentally ill. So taking it home, wrapping it up, again, just gonna put it out there, and it's trying to not to rag on nobody, but what I'm saying, I got to bring it to life. That's all. And if this is you, I don't give a damn. Wow, you got a problem. Simple. Tune in. I can help you with that. That's my goal. So I say, if you're not thinking right, okay, you're mentally ill. I'm just saying. Oh, so if I ain't the right thinking, no, but yeah, what the hell? All right, I'll go that far. No, but I can tell the difference between somebody who's mentally ill and, okay, I observe, I listen, I see. So right thinking is not the only way to cure mental illness. No, there's other ways, but it is a way. I have a cure, okay, of ignorance, which is what? Self-knowledge. Say that for the end. This is the last lesson. Self-knowledge is the cure for ignorance, illness. Mental illness is ignorance, okay? Oh, you didn't know that? Sorry about that, but this is leading up to this. All right. I suffered myself from egoistic ignorance and mental illness most of my life. Following that guy. From 10 to the age of 9. I was getting mine, okay? In every shape, form, and fashion. That's never young. I grew up fast, okay? Moving on. I live it there. But when I started to think right and live right, I was cured of what? My ignorance, my egoistic concept of living and being an ignorant a-hole, okay? Doing all the stuff to satisfy myself. I changed my way of thinking. I changed my way of living. You can too. Why? If you want to, I chose to. I'm a doctor. Uh-oh. No, I got a PhD. Trust me. Why? Because I have knowledge of me. I got a PhD degree in that. Okay, and that was cured your mental illness. I'm just putting it out there. I cured mine. This is the cure. This is what I did. Gain self-knowledge. Start living right. Change the way I'm living. Change what I'm thinking. And now I'm standing on top. What? I'm blessed for how I live now. Not for because I'm the right thinking. No, I'm the right liver. I live right. I do right. And I do what I need to be doing. You could too if you put your mind to it. That's it. If you can conceive it, you can achieve it. Some people can't conceive themselves doing the right thing. At one time, I couldn't. That's why I didn't. Now that I could, it's so easy. I wonder why it took me so long. Oh, that's another story. Let me wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Mental illness is dysfunctional thinking. Okay? And right thinking is the cure for what? Dysfunctional or wrong thinking. Mental illness. The cure is what? Knowledge. Taking every kind of pill. The bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. That's what you think. No, but nothing ever seemed to cure your ills. Why? You ain't getting self-knowledge. That's why I'm here to give it to you. I'm like my man DMX. X gonna give it to you. No, P-Funk gonna give it to you. I'm here every day. Tune in. I'll be back later. Right now I got to go. And in closing, right there, because may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus that day. So I'll never know my right thinkers who suffer from mental illness because thinking dysfunction behavior is normal have passed away. Don't die thinking that. That means you died ignorant and you're going to come back. Listen to your boy and stop that cycle.